Y'all know before he asked, man, now you gotta see it's so cool, playing music in the background of his Snapchat when he showed Tata and the song was by Future and he kept saying my possession. Even if that hits you once, you still my possession. See, CJ wants to have overall control of these women that he interacted with. He wants them to continue to remain loyal to him, even when he's dealing with other women and don't want nothing to do with them. Don't call them, don't text them, don't check up on them. Just keep them at a distance. He does this shit on purpose. But then these girls fall for it because he try to spend all his money on. That's why he goes broke and he does all this shit to try to give him some glamorized lifestyle. But then he realized in the end that damn, I done sold myself short with this shit. And then he tried to bounce back by doing a whole bunch of videos. But then he tried to impress women. I think his whole ordeal is just to impress women. Look at Lala walking in, and you can look at her face. Look at Lala's face. You can tell Kamari didn't even want to look at Tata. Kamari didn't even want to turn around because she already know how her dad is. She just had Lexi over there, went through her phone just because she had other people she was talking to. You didn't have like 8 different women and probably more. Not to mention the chicks that he deal with off camera, and that's his own business, his own life. But don't get mad at a chick who want to move in her own direction when there's no loyalty. I mean, she tried to stay down, be loyal, even though she overstepped the boundaries in a lot of situations. But your ass allowed it, and then CJ is a hypocrite. He'll tell somebody to do some shit and then renege and act like he ain't had nothing to do with it. But look at Kamari. She don't even want to turn around. Look at this shit. And Tata looking like you can tell Tata is uncomfortable because she's like, all this dude want to do is use me. And he said she's not 18 anymore. She ain't 18 no more. Maybe on the, you know, on the actual years, but in her mindset, she's still stuck in that place. A lot of women don't get past a certain, age in their mind once they've been traumatized by something. That's why they can be, paying bills, do all this, but they still, when it comes down to relationships and men and being a mother, can still affect them, and they still seem like they're still children because they haven't gotten past that point of that last situation that made a mental scar in them, and there was no healing. Lata don't like. I mean, Tata said Lata. Tata don't look like she healed at all. Look at her. You can look at her face. She looking like, then you sure you want to deal with me? You sure this what it is? Even after seeing him record women online, and I already know what he say to people. He be like, man, it's just it's just for content. He probably be like, man, it's just for content. I ain't trying to do shit, man. It's just for content, just for content. But when you think about it, it's wild. Let's see what I can see here with I'm trying to get different. I ain't trying to get all that damn music, but I think all of it is on the music side. Let me see.
Um, we spent the whole day together, and I realized that wow, it's fun to be with you. I didn't want to get away from you. Usually, I just like get out, but I didn't do that.
I really miss you too.
You like this energy I'm bringing this time?
Yeah.
You get used to it? You here to stay?
Look at her. This girl has the opportunity to get in a different relationship. She has the opportunity to find her own life, her own meanings in her life, spirituality, truth, etc. But a lot of women get stuck and still longing for what that individual gave them that they probably never got from any other man. So they keep running back. And CJ likes to give that facade. He loves to be the one to do the first. Like, "Yeah, I bet this chick ain't never been here. I bet she ain't never been treated like this. I bet nobody never did this." He tries to be that individual to put that in their mind, but not because it's out of just love. It's because he wants control. He wants to be like, you know what? I want to control this woman. I don't want to just be somebody she can rely on for real. I just want her to long for me, to just crave to be with me, even after I done moved on. That's what it's really about. That's why Kamari don't want to turn around. Nobody, she's like, here you go with that bullshit again. That's the only thing about CJ that I feel like would be better. He was a family channel. He can make a lot of money if he had a good family oriented situation instead of swapping women. He don't realize that that destroys his brand. It has nothing to do with your brand. Your brand was built off of family. It wasn't built off of this chick, that chick, this chick. It wasn't built like that. So when you're doing that, guess what? All it's doing is hurting your views, hurting your overall image instead of creating a family. He would have got remarried, like not remarried because he was never married in the first place. But if he would have got married to Lexi or Tata, whatever the case may be, and had a great family channel, go on family trips, do whatever, he'd have had way more views because he can't stop fornicating, can't stop doing shit. That's why he's getting these shit going downhill.
Am I here to stay?
That's a question for only the subscribers to answer. You know how much
See how you
I
put that in? Am I here to say that's a question for only the subscriber? Your subscriber, you got 9 million, right? That it shows. A lot of those are ghost followers. Because if you had 9 million subscribers, every time you drop a video, even if only 30% watch your videos, you should have way more views. Way more views than what you have. So, like I said, people don't notice it. I think he don't care. Maybe he got enough money to be straight for the rest of his life. Maybe that's why. And he really doesn't give a damn at this point. He probably don't care. But if you're gonna be on social media, if you're gonna be doing these things, why not put on the facade? Why not actually have a real family and move the fuck on? Why remain inside of this same type of atmosphere? It doesn't make any damn sense. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about this situation. I just think it's foolish jumping from Lexi, which he did that little prank with his daughter for no reason. I know Kamari know what time it is, but she's like, man, at the end of the day, I'm trying to get a new phone. I'm trying to get some clothes. I'm trying to get some shoes. Shit, Nike trying to get a little bit of money here and there. Shit, all that a free flight. Who the knows? But she know how to play the game. She get it from her mama. She know how to play, CJ. At the end of the day, he care about how other people view him. He don't give a damn about God. He did the same thing Christian Rock do. They use God like a spare tire, but when it's all said and done, they go back to their old ways because God was never really wasn't never really about God. And I'm gonna keep saying God because they don't even know the Most High. They don't know who the Majesty on how the Ancient of Days is. They just know God and the Elohim word that can mean plural, whatever God they praise. But like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this shit, and I'm up out of there.